We welcome you to our meaningful meditation here at University Presbyterian Church in Rochester Hills, Michigan, where it is a beautiful autumn day, and we are looking forward to this first Sunday of November the 3rd. This is a day in which we celebrate All Saints Sunday. It's a very meaningful and poignant service as we think back over this past year since we celebrated All Saints last November, and think about those saints that have left us here on the earth to go to heaven. And we especially give thanks to God for those saints in our lives that are now at peace with God, and those people in our lives that have taught us about our faith. So for all the saints we gather and remember. So we will have special liturgy and music, and our sermon text is coming from the Gospel of John, chapter 11, and it's the text where Jesus is with Mary and Martha, and Lazarus has died, and they are asking Jesus why this has happened. It has the shortest verse in the Bible where it talks about Jesus weeping, and so obviously on a Sunday in which we're thinking about death and memory, and also the gift of resurrection and heaven, and how we experience that eternal life and love with God, we're going to be thinking about what the experience of that day was like for Jesus as a human and also divine, and the emotions that came to Jesus, and how all of us have those kind of emotions in which we struggle with sadness. And the sermon title is actually Victory Over Chaos, because often our grief can feel chaotic and not know how to process that. And with our faith, Christ gives us that strength and wisdom to do so. So those are some of the things that we will be reflecting upon in the service, as well as inviting families to come back to us, perhaps who attend other churches or not here locally, who will come and light a candle in memory of their loved one. So that is also part of the service, and we will celebrate the sacrament of the Lord's Supper on this beautiful time of worship together. So that's all happening this Sunday. Also want to remind you that it's daylight savings time. So the sad part of that is it's darker earlier at night, but sun's up earlier in the morning. So there's the flip side of that. And this weekend, at least, you have an extra hour to figure out what you want to do with that. But we hope to see you at that daylight savings time at 10 a.m. on Sunday morning. Looking ahead, I want to remind you of some things happening in the month of November. We have Enliven, which is our adult formation class, and that's coming up on November 17th, and that will feature one of our own, Jennifer Gebby, as she and her husband James traveled to Africa this past summer to climb Mount Kilimanjaro. And so she's going to be sharing about that experience and her faith and the holiness of that time, and I know you will be blessed as we gather to listen to the story of their journey. And so that's the 17th. And then on the 24th is our all-church amazing harvest feast. And so that is a Sunday in which after the service we gather for a feast, and we ask you to bring a favorite side dish that you enjoy as part of your Thanksgiving tradition to share with everyone here. And the finance committee and membership life provides the turkey and the pie, of course. So hope that that's on your schedule. Lastly, if you have not yet turned in your pledge card, we are still seeking pledges for 2025, so please send that in soon. We would appreciate that very much, and grateful to everyone who has turned in their pledge card. This is for the mission committee as they are doing their annual Fill-A-Van, in which we collect food to take to a local charity, and it's a jail outreach ministry, which we've been providing support for in Pontiac. This year it's a little different in that we give you the bag and also the shopping list. So you just take the bag and your list and fill it up, and then bring it back by November 17th so we can get it to the families for their Thanksgiving meal. So appreciate all the ways that you engage with us here at University Presbyterian Church, and if you have any questions, you can always reach out to me, and would love to dialogue with you about the ministries here at UPC and in our surrounding community. So blessings for your journey. Take care. Peace to you.